Ken here from the Retro Escapades channel, Malaysia. Now, I'm just out of the cinema a couple of hours ago from the screening of the Marvels, and what can I say, guys? This just wasn't a good movie. In fact, the title of this video says that it is possibly the worst Marvel Studios release of all time, and I stand by that, guys. Okay, this movie captures the foul side of film feminism. Okay, it's supposed to be a fun female-led action adventure set in space. You don't get that from this movie. Okay, if you've been watching Marvel movies all this time, you know that the bar for quality has been set very high prior to this, and as of a couple of years ago, everything's just been going straight down the drain. Okay, and this movie is going to send it even further into the abyss. Now, for some reason, the internet seems to be filled with reviews saying that this movie is really pretty great, it's fun. It's not. Okay, it's none of those things. It's got zero chemistry between the three female superheroes in the lead. It's got zero comedy. Nobody in the hall that was watching this thing in laughed at any one particular sequence. And it's also got almost zero coherency because the movie just flows at its own haphazard pace, regardless of whether or not the audience is along for the ride. Okay, it's just moving along ahead. It's not looking back to see whether anybody's following it. Okay, and trust me, you can have a hard time following most of what's happening on the screen here because even if you do get the plot, all right, it's boring. Okay, it's boring as all hell. And you know what? This is one of the worst, okay, excuses for major Marvel motion picture ever committed to the screen. All right, nothing of note really happens in this whole movie. There's a villain in here called Darban, and she just overreacts so much every time she's on the screen. It's like she's staring at you with unblinking eyes as though she's about to use her powers to just explode your brain or something like that. I don't know, okay? She's just never calm looking. That's what I'm saying. And you know what? You don't even feel the tension, the danger of anything that's happening. All right, you don't feel anything at all for any of these characters. You don't even feel like they're actually in any imminent threat of any kind. You will see a lot of reports out there saying that this movie sets up something pretty important for the future of the Marvel Universe. It seems like every new Marvel movie or TV series is doing the same thing, setting up something important that's going to be happening in the future. How about we just get to the future already? All right, no doubt there is a very awesome end credit scene. Okay, you gotta watch like the whole movie to get down to something that's legitimately pretty awesome at the end. Okay, and it's not worth it, okay, honestly, but the end credit scene is cool because it hints at the possibility of an even better and far superior movie that you might get in the future. All right, but just not yet. All right, now, you guys that follow the channel will know that I've worked on the distribution for almost all of the Marvel Studios product here in Malaysia, from Phase 1 onwards, dating back almost a decade ago, right up to the end of Phase 3. So I've been closely connected with the product. I've seen how the product evolved from a really high bar of excellence almost 10 plus years ago to what it is today, where audiences and fans are just walking away because the stuff just isn't exciting enough, right? Nothing that's being projected there on screen is appealing enough for people to keep coming back anymore. And this movie, okay, it just feels like a group of female superheroes being forced together, a group of female superheroes that nobody is really even interested in. Okay, nobody's really interested in seeing these guys in action. They're being forced together into a team to make a movie. All right, female-led films, regardless of whether they're superhero films or action films or anything like that, have been known to be really exciting. Okay, you can have a movie with just females in there and it's really exciting stuff, but this isn't one of those examples. All right, the chemistry, like I said, is just not present there between them. Everything just seems forced. And you know what, Brie Larson, okay, honestly, she's been very open about the fact that she felt that her performance, her character in the first Captain Marvel movie in 2019 just wasn't well received. And you know what, I felt that she was getting a lot of bad rap for that role. And in fact, this was a good opportunity for her to actually come up with something much more interesting, okay, a much more interesting performance in this sequel. But unfortunately, I don't really think that she got a chance to really fully redeem herself because she's let down by everything in the environment here. The script, the supporting cast, Samuel Jackson, everything, okay, right? Everything in this environment is just working together to just bring this movie down, all right? And the end result is just something, like I said, it's just completely unappealing. It feels pointless. And you do want to actually have a good time, all right, watching this movie, but it just doesn't deliver it to you. These are my own personal thoughts, guys, obviously, all right? When I'm talking about this stuff, I'm sharing with you what I personally felt coming out of the movie. And everybody out there is obviously entitled to their own opinion. I'm not speaking as a representative of the majority of people out there. I'm just telling you guys how I felt. Okay, maybe you guys felt the same way too, maybe you didn't. But if you did enjoy the movie, guys, I can tell you that the movie's going to need a lot more of your support, because currently it's tracking as one of the lowest grossing openers of all time in Marvel Studios history. These are just the cold hard facts. Stuff like this never used to happen before. Okay, back in the day, you could just throw out any movie out the Marvel gate and it would just hit $1 billion worldwide. Okay, those days appear to be long over. Guys, let me know what you thought of this movie. If you actually caught it in cinemas, I did. That's my review. Guys, if you watched it, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys again real soon with more content. Take care out there.